Hey Star Wars fans, how's it going? I want to talk about Gina Carano, aka as we better know her as in Star Wars universe, is Cara Dune in The Mandalorian. She appeared in the first two seasons of Mandalorian, and it appeared that she was going to get her own spin-off character. She was a really popular character in the series, a really strong female character, which I believe is always a great thing. Personally, one of my favorite characters in Star Wars, not only Mandalorian, but Star Wars in general. And probably one of the most talked about Star Wars characters outside of Baby Yoda in the Mandalorian episodes. Recently, Disney fired her, made the decision to fire her, and she certainly made some controversial comments in the past. Most recently, I think the straw that broke the camel's back in this case for Disney was she made a comment alluding to Jews being persecuted by the government and because of their views, and she compared it to her political views. And she's a Republican, and certainly nothing wrong being Republican and believing those thoughts, but it just came across as really ignorant to the situation and how severe and how bad Jews were prosecuted in this very dark time in history. And I know a lot of Jews were offended, rightfully so, for that comment. And certainly she should have never honestly made that comment. But it opens an interesting discussion of freedom of speech. And we certainly are seeing a part of cancel culture in today's society where you are let go or fired in your beliefs. And I think in some cases, cancel culture has gone too far. I'm kind of mixed on the subject because I kind of see both sides. I can kind of see the side of people certainly being offended by her beliefs, but I also see the side of, it's her personal views, and nothing that she tweeted or posted on social media was illegal. And so it is what it is. I can see Disney, they want to protect their image. They don't want to be associated with someone who makes these controversial comments. However, I want to point out that Pablo Pascal, the actor who plays Mandalorian, and the character, of course, in the show, he made a comment, a tweet in 2018, and he posted a picture of concentration camps in Germany in 1944 and America in 2018, what Trump was doing with kids in cells. How is that any different than what Gina had posted? If Mark Hamill would have posted something controversial that disagreed with what the left feels about the situation, how would Disney handle that situation? If Harrison Ford posted something like that, how would Disney handle that? I do think there's a double standard, and I am sad that Gina got fired. I think, again, I have nothing against her character. I think she probably should have apologized, certainly, probably clarified her stance, certainly. But to be fired over it, it's a gray area for me. I can kind of see both sides. I'm kind of curious what you guys' thoughts are. It's really unfortunate at the end of the day. I'm curious if Disney's going to end up recasting her. I've seen people talk about Lucy Lawless, who is Xena, of course, better known as Xena in the old school show, to recast her character, or are they just going to completely write her out altogether? I can't imagine Disney writing her out because she's such a strong character. And towards the end of season 2 of The Mandalorian, they led it up to her being really a main character in the series. So it is, at the end of the day, it's a really unfortunate situation. I think she had plenty of warnings. And you get both people who are supporting her and who are against her. People making comments like, oh, I'm never going to watch Star Wars again because of her posts. You have the right not to watch Star Wars. And, no one's forcing these people to watch Mandalorian. No one's forcing people to watch Star Wars. I don't understand that particular argument. And everyone, don't get me wrong, people have the right to not watch Star Wars because of their personal beliefs. And if they are super offended, they don't want to watch it, then they have the right to not watch that. But to judge people based on their beliefs or mistakes. Look, at the end of the day, we all make mistakes, and no one's perfect, right? I've said some things in the past that I regret. I'm sure many of you have said some things that you regret. But does it get to the point where people should cast you away and say you're a terrible person? I think she felt like at some point, I think she felt like she was in a corner because it's just kind of built up to this point where people were petitioning for her to get fired, and she kind of felt like she had to post something to share kind of where she thought was, in her view, not an appropriate comment, even though it was. I'm not saying that she is a racist or Semitic against Jews or anything like that, and maybe she is, I don't know, but at the end of the day, I feel like she needs to I think the appropriate action would have been to make an apology or maybe clarify the situation. I think it's unfortunate at the end of the day. I think it's really unfortunate. And like I said, I can kind of see both sides of the view. I'm still going to watch it the other day, still going to watch Mandalorian. I'm still going to love Mandalorian. But I just want to make a point that where do we draw the line? Where does Disney draw the line? Like if it were other actors and You know, if you, I kind of feel like we're in a society, if you don't agree with a majority, then you're kind of cast aside. And, you know, people want, you know, it's kind of cancel culture can be kind of a very scary thing. And I really hope that we don't get to the point where, you know, if I were to say something that majority of you don't agree with, that all of a sudden you guys look at me like I'm a terrible person, because that's certainly not the case, and vice versa, right? So anyway, just want to share my thoughts. Please leave a comment below. Thank you so much for subscribing. We're curious kind of hear what your thoughts are. I know this is really a sensitive subject for many of you. And I just hope that at the end of the day that we can all just kind of get along. But look, at the end of the day, I think we all love Star Wars. We're all passionate for that. And I think we all want what's best for each other, right? So anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys, and may the Force be with you. Take care.